Hello and welcome back to Mirage TD. That's the first time we've called it Mirage TD actually in the episode, I think. We've always called it Tower Defense before. We've shortened it to TD in our minds. It's the Nether. It's got two paths.
We're going to hell. Yeah, this is a bit of a different one. Usually it's just been one in, one out.
It's got 45 waves. Let's just have a quick look around. These two over here are the ends.
Well, here's a spawn. There's only one spawn currently. I assume this might open up as another spawn?
But then is that going to remove these two tower slots?
It was 2 in, 2 out, wasn't it?
It did say that.
It has also added a couple of towers in for villagers, which is quite nice.
Yeah. It's a very short map. Not to alarm you.
Also, I have just seen a bit of an issue.
Yeah.
We can't use the ice tower here. Because it's the Nether. Like, if you look in the shop, it's actually blocked off.
Well then.
So we have to start with air or sheep.
With air and sheep. Right. I'm thinking if possibly at some point this opens up and we can get through and there's two entrances in there.
It does say spawn if you look through the wall.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I'm thinking what if this opens up and because there's slots for towers in there.
Yeah.
And this map feels awfully short.
It does. So I don't know if that'll open up and it'll only be the other spawn, or if this will also spawn. Just part way around.
Who knows?
I guess we'll have to play and find out.
So
there is another heal tower.
There's two heal towers.
Oh, there's one on the other side. Okay. Well, I think, based on what happened last time, we should put towers later on, and hope that these explode.
Yes. Hope that some creepers come in and explode them. So, some air towers towards the end, then, probably. Yeah.
Let's go a couple of air towers. So where do we want them? Here?
Yeah. So what we also have is these three back pieces for support towers.
Yeah. And then I'm kind of thinking here, because that is quite a good spot.
Yeah.
So we'll probably remove that later on. Do we want to put another tower down?
I think another air tower on this path might be good because that one does overlap with the heal tower. In fact, they both overlap with the heal tower.
Yeah.
So
where did you say?
Maybe one back here, and if we can afford a fourth, one over here.
I think we should just go with the third one over here, because that tower can cover so much more than this tower can.
Yeah, I'm just thinking this one, because they both overlap with the range with the heal tower.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go with one back here then.
They're not having an effect when the heal tower is healing over the top anyway.
Yeah. Alright, here they come. How many lives are we going to lose instantly? Oh, they sent a
Too many.
There was a 15 plus health one right at the start. That's a bit mean.
Well, I didn't say how many lives it starts with, but 40 would be a good guess, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We kind of want a fire tower ASAP.
I think the number of lives we start with is victory -5. That seems to be the pattern. Ow.
Well, I'd like a fire tower, but at the rate the zombies are getting through, this might not be happening.
Yeah. I mean, I'd like an ice tower, but...
No ice tower for you.
Yeah.
We can afford a fire tower.
So they are spawning it at the other spawn point.
Where do you want the fire tower?
Anywhere after the heal towers, really.
Here,
actually, if it was here, because then it sets them on fire so that it does damage over time, so it will last around the corners. And we can't use up too many of these spaces because we want to put other towers there. So I feel like the fire tower will be good enough there. But 15 plus health ones this early on. I'm not sure we're going to survive this one.
No.
We've not discussed what happens if we fail 11 and have to retry it. I feel like another air tower, even a sheep tower over this side, because there was one or two that got thrown.
There's not enough defence on this path.
Yeah.
The fire towers are currently our best for damage.
But there's so many that just get thrown barely any health on this side. The next tower needs to be over this side. I might
They're
grab
still
something.
getting through on high health over here. This fire tower is useless.
But we might as well pick them off on low health. Because at least we save some lives rather than trying to get the high health down to low health.
The fire towers are next to useless on this map. I don't know if it's just a natural affinity to fire based on being in the Nether.
I think it is because they're zombie pigmen, aren't they? And they're slightly resistant to fire because they live in hell.
Well, they still look like zombies to me.
Are they?
And skeletons.
I thought I saw. I might be looking at the healing tower because I'm stood at the back.
Yeah. It's just depressing, really, isn't it? How many get through?
We have 6 lives left.
It's not going to happen. We're not going to win.
This is going to be a really short episode. 3 lives, 2 lives.
The problem is the healing tower healing them above what they start with?
I think it must be.
So they're coming in. They're not coming in on 15 plus health. The healing towers are just putting them on that by the time they get to our towers.
Right, I'm going to spend a lot on a witch tower and put it at the start. Just because I don't think we're going to survive this. We have 2 lives left. It's worth trying something.
I think if we have to play it again, I think our new tactic should be as many towers at the start as possible and not let them to the healing towers.
Yeah, because look, the witch is doing well.
As much as I'd like to blow up As much as I'd like to blow up the healing towers, clearly we can't cope with having stuff go past them.
Yeah. There we go, straight back in. Right.
So, air or sheep?
I think we go sheep this time, so then we can get 4 towers rather than.
Oh, I've got 4 sheep.
Okay, so one on
2
either
at
of
the
those
start.
corners.
Maybe a
And
third
then-
here.
Yeah, might
Just
as well.
really pack it in.
And then that might do. I don't think there's much point placing it anywhere else for now.
I'll
'Cause
just
it'll
hold
just
on
get-
to a 4th then.
Yeah, because it will just get healed and be useless. Yeah, I think this might be a better strategy because they are coming through as 3 health.
So it was going past 2 healing towers, was putting them up to 15, and then we were trying to destroy them down from that.
Yeah. And we are starting on 40 lives.
As much as getting rid of the healing towers by explosions would have been good, we clearly couldn't cope with the amount they were healing stuff before then.
Yeah. Yeah, it was just too much.
I mean, it wasn't an ideal tactic last time, but
Yeah. Well, I'm surprised it took us getting to level 4 to actually fail a level. Because, I mean, we lost a lot of lives last time.
we've got quite a lot of gold now.
We do.
Do you want to look at
Do we
buying something good?
Well, I was thinking, should we swap one of those sheep out for a witch tower?
Sure.
Right, don't start the next level.
Wait, don't do it yet.
Don't do it yet. I want to do that.
You've done it already.
There we go.
You did it too quickly.
Wait, did what too quickly?
Destroyed the sheep tower. I was going to get a screenshot of the 3 sheep towers.
Oh, you failed. Well, we can always sell the witch tower and get a sheep tower if you want to.
Well, that would just be ridiculous.
Should I start the next wave? Or are you
No.
taking pictures still?
Just taking a screenshot still. To re-angle it so I didn't have the witch in it.
Well, I was telling you to wait, and you were telling me to wait, and it was all getting confusing. But there we go. I think the witch tower's doing well, other than that one getting through over there.
And that other one getting through over there. And that third one getting through there. And that 4th one over there.
And those 2 over there.
So, other than those 4, the witch tower's doing great, isn't it?
Yeah. Right, so do we want to get 2 villager towers? For the 2 pillars?
Yeah?
And then we start getting some extra gold in. There we go. Now. There we go. So we've used 5 super villager unlocked.
Only gives you more gold. Also increases over time.
That's pretty good.
So I think the back 3 over here, one should be a super beacon.
Yes.
And if it's got a massive range, it might reach over here. You never know.
Well, I was kind of thinking the super beacon should go here, because it's between the 2 healing towers. We're not going to want to put anything important there.
Maybe.
Other than maybe
We'll
a wither. I definitely think we should replace the villagers with super villagers now that we've unlocked those.
Well, one of them maybe. Or alternatively, we've got 3 things back here that aren't being used, so one of these could just be a super villager.
Well, I'd like the middle one to be a support tower.
Yeah.
Just because that'll cover a lot of these.
Well, a support. There's still one for a villager, and a third. We're not going to need 3 supports out here, are we?
I think support in the middle, then super villager either side, maybe.
How much is a super villager?
I don't know. I assume it's going to be the 1,000 gold one, potentially. Because also in the unknowns is the 2 towers we unlocked, the super sheep and the lightning tower.
Yeah.
Which are new for this.
Oh, we've also unlocked a chicken tower. We've not seen that before.
Have we not? Where's the chicken tower?
On the next page.
Hills nearby towers. That's... Well, with our current planning, that is not very effective. But would have been useful early on.
Would have been useful last level.
Yeah.
Or even in the city. When we had all those creepers.
Yeah.
And the fire tower constantly under attack. Our new plans to deal with creepers of having the witch that heals itself and the ocelot that has a massive amount of health.
It seems pretty effective.
I imagine when we get creepers, we'll replace that sheep with an ocelot.
Yes.
I still have a sheep in my inventory. Do we want to just put this down somewhere?
I think stick that down over here at the back. Just because there's been a couple, like this one on 3 health. They just get through.
The sheep has absolutely failed to deal with all 3 of them.
Well, it is
invisible,
just a sheep.
invisible mobs.
We need a beacon. Right. Do we want a super beacon?
More than enough. Yes, we wanted a super beacon.
So where do we want it then? Because I was thinking here.
I think here then. Yeah, sure. How good is it?
Ooh, that's quite cool.
It has got a massive range. It covers the entire room.
That was a lot bigger than I was thinking it would be.
Yeah, so we could have put it out the back over there where it was out of the way.
Because that's happened, we can't access the shop anymore.
Can we not?
Right, if I do that, then we should... There we go, now we can access it again. There we go. We'd be in a bit of trouble if we couldn't access the shop anymore. Yeah, when that range is active, we can't access the shop.
Great. Well, we've got to wait a second because I want to get a screenshot of it as well, so we'll just...
okay.
Just jump cut. Jump cut so we can access it again. Right, we can access the shop again. What do we want to get?
Right. Well, I think we should wait and see what the other mystery towers are that we haven't really used yet. Because there's one for 1,250. More expensive than the Wither. So I'd like to see what that is.
Send off another wave.
Does depend on how well we survive. I definitely think it's worth getting a super villager. Just to have a look. Okay, there's too many good... I think we need to replace these sheep. They're not good enough at all.
Something else needs to go in the place of this sheep, at least.